Something has happened the last 3 times that I have brought donations to Goodwill. I want to tell you about it and also see if you want to do a little thrifting and back to school shopping with us too. All right, we're just discussing our budget. What were you just saying, Adeline?
So this morning I found our old school shopping video and I was watching it and I spent like $13 on all my clothes.
And you got so much, right?
Yeah.
And it was cute. You got cute stuff. You did a really good job on that trip. Yeah. All right, so here's the deal. We're missing Corbin. He would rather spend time with Grandpa in the shop than go school shopping, believe it or not. So everybody has $80 and they get all their school essentials out of that. So whatever you want, you can spend it on 1 thing, 4 things, or 12 things, right? Good?
Can I do 100 things?
100 things. If you can get 100 things for $80, that will be impressive.
Dollar store.
Dollar store. You can't even have the dollar store anymore.
Candy.
So I've actually had more donations than normal to drop off recently because of working on our basement, getting that all cleaned out again, and then also helping at my parents' house, which has been awesome. We've gotten so much work done. If you've seen those videos, it feels so good in all of those spaces now that we've been working on. Now, I bring my donations to Goodwill. I know there's questions about that. I'm going to tell you why and other places that we donate to in a minute, but here's what's happened. The last 3 times that I have come here, the people working have profusely thanked me for bringing high quality items and items that fit their guidelines. And so on one of my last trips, the gal was like, thank you so much for bringing nice items that are clean and not broken. And I said, oh, really? Does that happen a lot? She said, yes, we end up throwing a lot of items away. She said, or I have to turn people away because we don't accept the type of items that they're taking. And so I asked her, I was like, okay, if you could tell anyone anything about their donations, what would you say? She said, look at the guidelines, make sure items are in the guidelines, make sure they're not broken or worn out, and make sure they're clean. And she said, especially with clothing, if it has any kind of stain or any blemish on it, she said, unfortunately, a lot of that just ends up going in the dumpster. And I've also heard from many of you who work at secondhand stores, thrift stores, that you end up throwing a lot of stuff away, mostly because it's not in good enough condition. Here's the thing though. I'm not saying this to guilt you because I've probably brought things here too before that were like not good enough. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. There's a reason I'm telling you this. I want us to be very conscientious and aware, whatever donation center we go to, that we're not like unloading our junk onto other people, right? But the main reason I'm telling you this is because I want to give you permission to just throw stuff away. Oh, they get you at the Halloween stuff. Ew. I don't like those kinds of masks. Can you do something cute and not scary?
Somebody was looking at me.
You're silly. All right, let's go look at jeans. Gage needs some longer jeans. We're declaring here. In the past, when I have suggested this, there's often pushback and just kind of like, why would you just throw something that's perfectly good away? And here is why I tell you, because we have overconsumed for too long. And our thrift stores and donation centers are bursting at the seams. Most places and most people that I talk to, they have more than enough. Even just in the few minutes that I have been sitting here, there have been 8 to 10 cars that have pulled up to drop off donations. And so they have to be very selective now, and they can only take the best of the best items. And it is what it is. We have to deal with that and understand that if items, seriously, more cars. We have to understand that if an item isn't in really good condition and also desirable, that there is a chance that it's going to get here and just go in the dumpster. So permission to fill up your garbage can every week on garbage day, or rent a dumpster if you need to, and make really quick progress and not feel so guilty that if we have an item that's kind of on the fence if it's useful or not, that we can actually err on the side now of throwing it away. That sucks, I know, but err on the side of throwing it away, make quick progress at our homes, and just reclaim our houses, trusting that in the long run, it is going to pay off and we're going to be such better consumers moving forward. Okay, kids are in the store. I have the kids with me. I want to share a little bit with you how we do back to school shopping. We try to thrift as much as possible, even with our girls being a little bit older. We're at Goodwill. We're going to go to Walmart and also to Plato's Closet and just see if we can get the things that are on our list. We have lists. We have a game plan. I try not to just go in and wander around. That's a recipe for disaster, right? That's super cute. I like that, Megs. All right, how much is it? $3.99. I like it.
Oh,
that's cute.
Cute.
Yep, good find. Kind of feeling it. So Maggie, what we say, if it's not a definite yes, it's a no. Is it a definite yes?
I don't know.
You don't know? Well, just think about it.
What does CSP mean?
I have no idea. It's kind of cute though.
Yeah, but I want to know what it means.
I know.
That's a lot.
I like it.
Yay.
Yeah, you got a yay. I think it's cute, but I don't think my opinion counts anymore. So
It really doesn't.
yeah. And you know what happens? On the way to Goodwill, we drive by this camping dealership and the kids say, when are we gonna go camping? So today's video is sponsored by rvmattress.com. They make sure that when we do make it out camping, that we sleep so well. If you have a camper or RV, it's just a given that you need to upgrade your mattresses too. And the reason we love RV Mattress is because they have the same parent company as our Helix mattress that we sleep on at home. So then when we hit the road, we get an equally great night's sleep. But RV Mattress knows if you have a camper, they are weird, wonky sizes, thicknesses, the dimensions. I mean, it's just bizarre, right? So RV Mattress knows that. They know they have to be lightweight, and they offer all of the different size combinations, from the very standard ones to the weird ones too. So we've been able to upgrade all of the mattresses in all of the campers that we have had over the years. And man, what a huge difference that it makes. Roughing it has its place, but I tell you what, when we are out camping, everyone needs a good night's sleep so we can wake up rested and go out and see everything there is to see the next day too. And we also really appreciate that they give you 120 nights to try out your new mattress. So you get to test it out for a long time, make sure it's a great fit for your camper. And then beyond that, they also have a 10-year warranty. Shipping is completely free and included in the US, and all your mattresses come rolled up in a box and are conveniently shipped right to your door. And we're excited to share that RV Mattress has expanded their lineup with the Titan mattress. Perfect for the big, tall, and strong, the Titan Plus gives you extra support and durability. Constructed with high-density foam and strong Titan core coils, it offers superior edge support, motion isolation, and long-lasting comfort. And they also have their new mattress topper, which is perfect for sofa beds and hard-to-replace mattresses. It comes in various RV-specific sizing and has 2 height options. It is so easy. You're going to wonder why you didn't do this a long time ago. And if you use code MinimalMom, you are going to save 25%. And we are all about saving money today, right? Like, oh, I think those, I don't think we'd get a lot of life. Do you think? Or would they be too short pretty soon?
I think, yeah.
What about these ones? Okay. Yeah. You guys. Okay, how about, oh, you don't like the ones with the elastic at the bottom, right? Okay, that's fine. Those are cool.
They're very wide.
Yeah, and I think they don't have enough length for you right now. I think we're pretty good on casual t-shirts. I think if maybe a couple like dressier shirts. Does that look nice and warm? Yeah. Cool. All right, can you show me the other 2 shirts you found? We got one long sleeve and one short sleeve. Those are cool. All right, good. All right, update. Maggie decided against the striped shirt. Yep, that's okay. Better to just leave it here than to get it home and not actually wear it. So good job, well done. So the only problem with jeans here is that you can't try them on.
Yeah.
And if you return them, it's just for store credit. So that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
So should we just go to Plato's Closet?
Yes.
Do you want to show us the 2 shirts you found that you like? Good.
We figured
Cute.
out what CSP means.
It is Concordia St. Paul, so it's a college here in the Twin Cities. So that works.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, that's better than I Love Cowboys, right? They kind of go hand in hand. All right, we're back at the masks again. Oh, they're only $2.99. Okay, that's not so bad, but can we come back when we're ready to shop for Halloween stuff? So it's very important to me that I raise kids that know how to manage inventory and also how to live within their means. I think for us, getting our house simplified and decluttered and also getting out of debt, it changed everything. It changed everything, and it goes hand in hand. So if getting out of debt sounds too daunting to you right now, I totally understand that. Work on simplifying your house because it changes our buying habits. We look at stuff differently, and then often we gain the confidence in ourselves and the bandwidth to be able to tackle getting out of debt, because that's hard. and it takes a while and it just takes a lot of bandwidth, right? So we have done this for many years where I give the kids a set allowance or amount of money that they can spend on back to school, and they buy a lot of their school supplies. So I will buy the basics, scissors, pencils, glue sticks, that kind of stuff. But if they want a special lunchbox or pencil thing or folder, anything that's more decorative or novel or a novelty item or something like that, then they spend their own money on it, and also for most of their clothes. So I buy the basics kind of as they need it, but then when it comes to back to school, again, I want them to learn how to manage it. The girls will end up using some of their own money too, and that's okay, because that is how I found for them to have value for things. Often when our kids are little and they get things for gifts, or, you know, we just buy things for them, they don't have as much value for it. But as they start to spend their own money, whether it's money I've allotted for them or their own money, it is amazing how it changes their perspective. They make better buying decisions, and I feel like they take care of their stuff at home better too. Now, I think that's two parts. I think they take care of their stuff better at home because we've reduced the inventory, and I really work with them to keep low inventory, but then also because they're spending their own money on it too. So that's my master plan. I don't know. Is it going to work out in the long run? I don't know, right? But that's what I'm trying. That's what I am trying to achieve through this process here today. Are they mechanical pencils?
Yes.
Oh, how much is that?
34.
All right, that's fine. Just don't throw them in the cart, like set them in, you know?
Well, that doesn't say.
It doesn't say. All right, it's cool though.
I'll show you. $28.
$28? Okay. Hopefully it would last like more than 1 year too, right? Oh. Oh, let's see. That's cute. You found your pencil case? Okay. Nice.
It's also my lunch.
It's also your lunchbox. That's cute. So from Goodwill, we headed into Walmart to get some school supplies. And again, I like that they have a set amount of money to spend, so that when they're looking at backpacks or pencil pouches that look like Nintendos or fancy folders, why are folders so expensive? Just stick with the cowboy theme and seriously, $267 though for a folder? That just, I don't know. Just not sure how I feel about that. As Maggie throws it in the cart. You're cute. I do not understand, like, just because they can, right? But it helps them. And like, honestly, I didn't show all of Adeline's. Adeline spent the bulk of her budget on pens and folders and school supplies. So there's that. I don't know, like, she like loves that kind of stuff, right? I know some of you love that kind of stuff too. Journals, notebooks, like pens, folders, all that. She is the one that like will have her backpack packed 3 weeks before homeschool co-op starts again and all that, right? So she spent the bulk of her stuff on that. Maggie found a backpack she really liked. I think what did she say, like $27, but she really liked it, and she was okay spending a big chunk of it on that. She didn't care so much about like the other school supply stuff, and Gage just loves it all. And so, but he was within budget, so it was fine. But again, a good experience for them to see how far money goes and not think there's just this like infinite amount of money when mom swipes her card, right? So it's not a perfect system, but at least it's helping them to have some awareness of the cost of things, and how far money goes and doesn't go. All right, so we headed to Plato's Closet. It's so funny. Like, I was telling the girls, I'm like, I used to shop at Plato's Closet, right? Like, they've been around for so long. I really appreciate it. I think they do a really great job curating their selection, at least where we live. I had taken Adeline a few weeks ago, and she got 2 pairs of jeans there that were super nice. I mean, now we were paying like about $20 for a pair of jeans, so more than Goodwill, well, ish. Don't get me started on Goodwill's prices either. But it's fine. So she had already gotten some jeans there. So then today she was looking for tops. And then Maggie's like, she's petite, right? So she's kind of between girls and teen sizes now. But she was able to find some tops too that she was very excited about. And I was so glad when we were in Goodwill, she was looking at that striped top and kind of going back and forth, you know, and then ultimately she ended up leaving it, which I was glad for. Now that top, I don't know. I'd have to look back at it. Was it $3.99, $5.99, $4.99? I don't know. It was less expensive than this Adidas top that she found at Plato's Closet. That was $16, right? Used. But she put it on and she's like, oh, I love this so much. And I'm like, that's the reaction we're going for. Especially as the girls are getting older now, I don't have as much input in their clothes. Dressy clothes, if we're going to like a family event, I like have veto power. But beyond that, like I have step back, you do you, girlfriend, right? I mean, I have some, you know, whatever. But I have learned, look for that delight, right? If it's not a definite yes, it's a no. I really want to instill that in them.
This is a small.
It almost looks a little big.
It does.
Yeah, bummer. Yeah, it's cute, but the sleeves look too, not like big in an oversized way, just big in a too big way.
Does that help or not?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry. If I had a nickel for every piece of clothing that I bought that was like close, that I was like, it's good. It's the brand I want, but maybe it doesn't fit well, right? And, you know, or just whatever. But it's cheap. It's at a thrift store. It's on clearance. It's whatever. Garage sale. Blah. So I'm really trying to help them learn, like, if it is not a definite yes, it's a no.
This is
Cute top. Not digging the jeans.
Yeah, you look really scared.
I think they're cute, no? No, not going for the mom jeans. All right, well, the top's cute. Okay. So we did great there. The girls, so Adeline says she is set for clothes, and I think almost everything was secondhand this year, which is awesome. I want to use up the used inventory, right? And not consume new when possible. She did buy new shoes, which is fine. Maggie needs 2 pairs of jeans, and those we will probably end up buying new. She's getting more picky about the style, and we just have a good luck with Target with those, right? So we're probably just gonna go to Target and just buy the jeans. There is a point too where I have to be like, how much more time are we gonna put into this? And if they want to wear brand names and whatever, I'm like, just, it's fine. I know some minimalists are like, we don't do brand names, and we all just want to fit in. There's nothing wrong with that, right? And the science behind it is kind of fascinating, that like when we wear brand name, you know, it suggests we paid higher for it, which suggests that, you know, back in days of tribes and survival, it suggested that we were a vibrant member of the community if we were able to purchase something like that, provide something like that. And so that's why brands, like, still for most of us, it's a thing, because it makes me look like a successful member of the community. It just is what it is. So we all get to choose for ourselves. I don't care. Like, I get it. I was 13 and 14 once, right? So it's totally fine. But I love when we can find this at secondhand stores and don't have to, you know, I mean, we'll do Marshalls and that kind of stuff too, but if we can find it at secondhand, I am all about that. Okay, we're gonna show you real quick what we got. So I have Maggie here. All right, she didn't want to take her new shirt off. So is this your favorite new shirt from Plato's Closet?
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. And how much was it? Is it $16?
I don't know.
You took the tag. I'm like, don't take the tag off. Well, here, we have the receipt. Okay, so it was actually $18, which is a lot, but compared to that striped shirt at Goodwill that we didn't get, how much do you like this one?
I love it.
Yeah, you like are super excited about this, right? So for as much wear as you're gonna get out of it, $18 seemed like a pretty good deal. All right, yeah. And then you got, don't look, I don't have that organized yet. You got like the least stuff. So you got a new notebook, a $2.67 folder. This sweatshirt was cute. Do you want to hold that up quick? Also from Plato's Closet. How much was that one?
$12.
12, okay. And that's cute, and it's in good condition. Really cute. This is airy. That's cute.
And $10.
$10, that's good. And you really liked that one a lot too, right?
Yeah.
And then also your backpack. So you pretty much spent all your $80. That's cute. Look, it goes with your sweatshirt. Like, you are just set, right? And like you said, you'll probably use that backpack for multiple years, right? Because with homeschool, we don't really wear them out as much as we used to. Okay, awesome. Thank you for showing us all your stuff. Good job. Do you feel like you got a good value for your $80?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. Good work. Okay, I'll see you later. Thank you. Okay, Gage didn't need a backpack. He has one, but he did get this pencil pouch for $5.97 at Walmart. Can sense a theme here, right? And then he wanted, I don't know if he actually needs a 3-ring binder, but he really wanted that. Some mechanical pencils. We really don't need a ton of school supplies for homeschool stuff, so this should be pretty much it, outside of like buying curriculum and that kind of stuff. And then for Gage for clothes, so we got one pair of jeans. They're Cat and Jack for $3.99. I don't know the brand. This is a long sleeve shirt for $2.99. This is a short sleeve one for $3.99. I also didn't recognize that brand, but this one is actually, I was just noticing, I didn't notice this at the store. It's actually Eddie Bauer, and it's $4.99. It's nice and thick, you know, Minnesota winters. That actually, I think, will be really nice for him. So for him, we just need like 1 or 2 more pairs of jeans, and then he's pretty much set. And then for Adeline, so she got these 2 sweatshirts at Goodwill, still $6.99. I mean, they're not exactly giving it away, right? And this one was $6.99 too. And then this she got at Plato's Closet, which is like a hooded sweatshirt. It is like brand new, Carhartt brand. So that was $16. You know, it's cheaper than new, but again, like not super inexpensive. And then this was kind of cute, like a kind of a shacket type shirt. And that one is $12. She really liked it. And then this was just another sweatshirt. And I think this one it was $10. So not bad. She really liked it. It's cute. It has Minnesota on it. It was a cute color on her. But she is good. She is set for school, she said. So that is awesome. And she already took all of her school supplies and brought them inside and was organizing them. So I guess we won't show that. She spent like $65 though on school supplies, which is fine. She has some of the money that we gave her, her own money, so it's fine. She can choose to do that, right? Okay, and can we talk about Goodwill for a second? I know it was many years ago, I think. Goodwill was in the news because their CEO makes $1 gazillion and people were outraged, and it's a non-profit, I think. I don't know. I should have looked it up before I started talking about it. But also, you know, things that I generally censor out. I don't generally say Goodwill because then there's sometimes negative comments. I don't always talk about just throwing stuff away because there's negative comments. But today I'm not worrying about negative comments. I want you to be successful with decluttering your house. So as Dana from A Slob Comes Clean says, don't be a hero when you're donating. We have to know where our bandwidth is at. And especially in the beginning, we just need to get donations out of our house. My actual favorite way to get rid of stuff is putting stuff for free on Marketplace or a free cycle site. If you live in an area where you can do that, so we're out in the country, so it doesn't quite work so well. But if you are in a residential area and you feel comfortable with that, that is one of the easiest ways to get stuff out. Also, calling places like the VA, many areas offers just more cars, just coming, just bringing so much stuff. The VA offers pickup, the Epilepsy Foundation, I believe. But a quick Google search with your local area, you can generally find some services that will pick up donations. So if we can do that, that's awesome. That is so cool. Now you have to be aware of what types of things they take and whatnot, right? Now, so that if people that will come to your house and take it, gold, that's awesome. Next easiest for me, at least in our area, is Goodwill. They have wide donation hours. And they take a pretty wide range of stuff. They're not super selective. You do have to be aware, some take furniture, some don't. This one said for a while they weren't taking furniture. Now they're taking small pieces again. So it's worth a call ahead if you have bigger furniture to see if they're willing to take it. But mostly they take a very wide array of our donations, right? And then down another level, which by convenience, there's a local thrift store that we love. I love shopping there. They're cheaper. They just don't always have as wide of a selection. Their window of hours for donations is smaller, and the type of stuff they take is smaller. And that is just enough for me when I am really busy that I will drive around forever with donations in my car because is it in their window? Are they going to take it? I get like insecure about going there because I'm like, they're going to go through this stuff and send me back home with stuff. And then I have to make another trip to Goodwill. Sometimes I have the bandwidth for it. Sometimes I don't. Also, love getting like linens to pet shelters, cosmetics and toiletries to women's shelters. I think that is so cool. And it takes extra time and energy. So if that in and of itself is going to be a deterrent to stuff getting out of the back of your car or out of your house, then go up a level in convenience. Don't be a hero right now. As we get stuff out of our house, we can make better decisions down the road with things, especially if you're in the beginning layers. Just take the path of least resistance and then trust that down the road that you will have a little more time and energy and bandwidth to get things to more specific places that are important to you. But right now, take the path of least resistance. Please, it is just too important. We can't keep living like this. It is too much stuff, right? Too much stuff. So path of least resistance, you have permission. You can leave negative comments. It's fine, right? This is, in my humble opinion, right? This is what I think right now, because there is something magical that happens when you get your house decluttered. I just want you to get there and experience that freedom, that weight off your shoulder, having a peaceful place to come home to. To me, that is so much more valuable than trying to figure out the best place to take all of this used stuff. It doesn't have emotions or feelings or anything like that. We just have to get it out of our house. And I do have to tell you too, I used to be really bad at impulse purchases at thrift stores, garage sales, anything secondhand, basically any place there was cheap things, right? And so I really try to only go into thrift stores when there is something specific that we need. I do not just go in for leisure anymore. That has been very helpful. I don't go to garage sales anymore. Garage sales are too hit or miss. You know, when you walk into Goodwill, I know there's a good chance we'll find jeans for the boys. The girls might find a couple of tops. I try to even keep the blinders on when I'm walking through like the women's clothing. And I'm like, I don't need anything, right? So I try to be very specific. If I am going to go into a thrift store, I don't even try to go towards the housewares, because if I see a cake stand, like that would be my weakness, right? I loved garage selling, especially when the kids were little. All of their stuff came from garage sales. And it was good for a season. And I'm very grateful for everything we were able to get from there. And now I don't need anything. And it's just a recipe for me to impulse buy. So no garage sales. I really try not to go on Marketplace either, unless if there's something specific. And then after that, I have to like get off and don't look again, because I don't know. I am still frugal to the bone. Thank you, Mom. I actually very much appreciate it. But when you find a good deal, it's still sometimes hard to pass up, right? So I really try to put the blinders on and not do any of that anymore, unless there's really something specific that we need. So no more thrifting just for fun. Well, thank you so much for coming along with us today. That was kind of fun. My mom was with too, but she was trying to stay out of shot, which it was fun. It's fun to have her with as well. She enjoys back to school shopping, and the kids always love getting time with her and everything too. So that was a lot of fun. My mom worked so hard when we were growing up to make sure, even though we didn't have a lot of money, she would take us to the thrift stores where we could find brand name stuff and garage sales, or get hand-me-downs from a friend that she had. And so she always made sure we had everything that we needed, even if it was thrifted. And I'm so grateful for that. So she's super cool. I know I say it pretty often, but I'm really grateful for her. All right. Well, thank you for coming along. I would love to know, like, how has your mindsets shifted around thrifting now too? Can you go to garage sales? Can you go into thrift stores? I love hearing what you have to share around this as well. All right. Well, we better get home and get all this stuff put away. I love you. I hope you have a really good day, and I'll see you again soon.